What are you doing up there? Hmm? Let's see what you were doing down here. Seriously? Wow. Hate squirrels. I hope you fall on your head. Good morning, family. Good morning, family. Don't forget, grow some trees, grow some food, grow something. Let's get started. Good morning, family. So I'm out here this morning transplanting the tomato plants that I got from the 99-cent only store. These guys have pretty much doubled in size, so I need to get them into a container that can pretty much sustain them. So I'm using these 5-gallon food grade buckets. Now, these buckets are for food storage, so they don't come with drainage holes in the bottom of them. So as you saw, I just had to put drainage holes in the bottom of each one of them. Now I'm gonna fill the bottom portion of this up with compost before I add my amendments and then the soil on top. So stay tuned and let's get busy. So I've got some beautiful worm activity in here, which is going to be so good for these tomato plants. All right, so I got the compost in and I have soil. But here's the thing, so the compost is in the bottom down there, not just for the nutrients, but so that I don't have to use so much of the store-bought soil to fill these buckets. Now, once I water this is going to sink down, so I am going to have to add more soil. But at this stage, I'm going to go ahead and put in the nutrients that I'm going to put in. I'm going to use the garden tone and the worm castings. I'm also going to put in berry tone because berry tone is actually really good for tomatoes. I use it on my strawberries, but I also use it whenever I plant tomatoes. I'm going to start off with the garden tone, and I'm just going to put a handful pretty much in each bucket, maybe 2. If you guys don't like the smell of chicken manure, this is not for you. Then I'm going to add a handful of worm castings to each container. Planting in containers is a little different than planting in ground. When you plant in ground, the plant's roots have the option of branching out and finding nutrients on their own in the soil. But when you plant in containers, they can't do that. So all the nutrients that they get are going to be provided by you. And the last thing I'm going to add is the berry tone. I'm not going to put a lot in each one, just a little. And then I usually just kind of take my hands in there and just kind of lightly mix it all up. So I'm just going to water this down a bit just to see how much it drops. This is also good to make sure that when you do your first watering after transplanting, that the water is all the way down to the bottom of the container. You see those over there? Look at that. They have doubled in size. I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes, like I said, just to see how much it settles, so that I'll know exactly how much soil I have to add before putting in the tomatoes. It's already starting to drop down some. I'm going to be planting these tomatoes pretty deep. So I'm going to take off all of the stems from here down because they're really not needed. And I'm pretty much going to plant this all the way up to here. With it being so hot out here, these guys are drying out pretty quickly in these little containers. So I really need to get them in a good container before, like I said, they start dying off on me. Look how tall this guy is now. It's already got little flowers on there. Me wasting soil. You guys know how much soil costs right now? You cannot waste soil. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more, but first I'm gonna get the rest of these guys in here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and cut off all of the lower stems on each one of them, because they're most likely going to die off anyway, and I'm going to end up cutting them off later. But like I said, all of these guys pretty much doubled in size. So these guys are all snipped. Gives me a nice long stalk in here to work with. And like I said, tomatoes like being planted really deep So I can go all the way up. I might even take this one off, not sure yet. But like I said, they all have clean trunks now. And I can get these guys in because as you can see, the sun is coming out. And since we're still in the hundreds, I need to beat this sun. You know when you feel like something's watching you? No, I don't have a cat. But apparently it finds me interesting. So the last thing I'm gonna do is water these guys in really good and then let them sit for a while. Another thing that I've learned with growing tomatoes is tomatoes do not like having wet leaves and high heat. Water on your tomato leaves when it is this hot will literally fry your plants. So if you can, either shake the soil off of them or keep them in a shady area while they're wet. All right, so I'm gonna let all of this settle. I'll come back out in a couple of hours to see if I need to add more soil anywhere. But that's it. All right, guys, that's it for today. As you guys can see, that was a Super simple process, no stress involved. I used to stress out over growing tomatoes until probably my second season of growing tomatoes myself. And you know what? I had all these volunteers pop up everywhere, and these guys were bigger, better, stronger. They had less insect activity. They were disease resistant. And I realized that, you know what? Tomatoes will grow on their own. No matter what I do, they're going to grow anyway. So you know what? I stopped stressing over them. I give them the nutrients they, need, and that is it. So I'm going to keep you guys posted on these guys. Let's see how they do. I do need to go get some garden stakes. I'll probably pick up some bamboo because these guys are going to grow pretty tall. They are all indeterminate. If you want to know which ones I have, just check out my video on the 99-cent only store edible plant haul, and all of those are listed in there. But I'll keep you guys posted on how they do, and that's it. Like I said, no stress whatsoever. And you know what, if you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the like button, comment down below. I love when you guys comment. I don't care if you just drop me a heart, say hello. I love when you comment, and subscribe, hit the notification bell. And you guys stay blessed and stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys in the next video.